Hey there, it's me, Brian Nesline with TeachSelfAwareness.com. Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to talk with you about how the universe is really an organic computer. Yeah, and you're going to understand this concept and it's going to enrich your life. Now, you're going to be able to use the information in this video to expand your law of attraction understanding to make manifesting your goals, your dreams, your items, whatever you want, going to make manifesting a lot easier for you when you understand that your words are creative. And you're going to understand just how the universe wants to side with you, work with you on the things you enjoy and love so that it can just expand into areas where it's never been. You are a channel for the universe, the light, the energy, the love, the new things to come into the world. Oh yeah, let's get ready and jump on into this. So the first point we're making here is the universe is simply a huge organic computer. Think about it. It is a whole bunch of energy and a whole bunch of connections that are wirelessly going back and forth between people and situations in the world. What I'm saying is we are really just little cells that are inside of this organic computer. And the computer expands and grows. The universe is expanding. It expands and grows as much as it can create new stuff through us. When I say new stuff, what am I talking about? Well, at a very basic level, I'm talking about creating new connections with words and shapes and images. Think about it. We're just dealing with two things, information and emotional energy. Now, the information is all going to come from you. You are a unique individual box of data. And each day we add to our database of our personal self as we are growing and changing and making choices, having thoughts, making decisions in our day-to-day life. Now, when we do something new, we make a little opening in a zone that the universe hasn't existed in yet. So we are expanding. We are at the forefront of the expansion because we are using our thoughts, our concepts, our actions, our practices. We're using our database and we are assembling it in a new way. For example, this video is brand new. It never existed before. Now, all of the elements of this video were available to me and to other people at any time. For example, cell phone that I'm filming it on was available, microphone that I need in order to make the thing, and all of the other things like the words I'm using and speaking in this video. The concepts of the universe being a computer, the concept of computers, the concept of cells and how the body is able to send back and forth information between one cell and another. All of these concepts, all of these ideas, all of these descriptions, words, this data is what I'm using to build a new video. I'm creating a different puzzle from all of the pieces that have been here. Now, when I do that, I feel the renewing experience of energy or light moving through my being. Why? Because if you make something new, the energy, the electricity swims through you to flood that zone, to embody it. This video is packed full of that energy, that electricity. And I can feel it in my spine right now. It's like a little vibration. It's like the goosebumps. If you haven't seen my video, Living in the Light, it describes it really well. It's this uplifting, renewing, oh my God, I'm okay experience of wellness and vitality that is not to be missed. Now, what goes against this? When we try to keep things the same way, when we are stuck in our old thinking, our old habits, yesterday's miracle is for yesterday. Let that go and go boldly into the present with a new collection of information. Look at how it's already happening in the corporate world. How many iPhones are there going to be? Every year there is a new one, every 6 months. Look how quick technology is being put into the world, being added. The renewal. People are working together in organizations, not just companies, but in organizations to bring new concepts and practices to different fields of study to make a better impact on the world. We know that in the area of addiction medicine, there are a whole bunch of new concepts and practices that are coming into play. Years back, it used to just be, Alcoholics Anonymous, 12-step program. But now, even more so, there has been a collection of different empowering practices and principles that have combined to create new types of avenues for the light of recovery from alcoholism or addiction to live in the world. So this is all very good. It's all for the betterment of mankind. Let's quote some of the Bible just for the H-E-double-L of it, right? For example, when we're talking about renewing our mind, there's a quote that says, "Don't be conformed to the world as you know it." No, that's all static and stale and old and dead. Don't be conformed to the world, but instead be transformed by the renewing of your mind. By the renewing of your mind. And how are you going to do that? By seeing things, thinking things, speaking things, making things, behaving in a new way. Behave in a new way, be in a new way, look a new way, do something different, do something new. When we change the way we interact with the world, the light comes through us and changes the world for us. It does the work for us. We are the blueprint. We are the map makers. We're the ones who provide the words, the unique set of boxes that we build with our words, the concepts, the practices, the descriptions. And as we bring them, the universe expands through us. Hey, the other thing to know here is there's a line in the Bible that says, well, you can have all the knowledge, you can prophecy and predict all you want, but if you don't have love, it's just a clanging cymbal, a sound of nothingness, a garbagey, big old pile of crap. Now, what is love? Well, it says if you don't have love, then you can have all that data, but it will be worthless. Love is God. God is love. I'm just quoting the Bible here. Sometimes we do. It's okay to quote a book, and even if it's the Bible, you don't have to get all religious-y about it. It's not quite like that. It's just a set of words that are assembled in a certain way to create an understanding, a concept, a practice, a way of looking at the world. Remember, concepts are not right or wrong. They're not good or bad. They're just a viewpoint. They're a facet of the diamond of his story, of history, of ability to see. And when we look through a different facet, which is why we're all here to bring our own truth, our own facet, our own unique perspective on this world. Oh, wait, real quick. So when you add love to words, what do you make? Well, let's take that L from love and drop it down. Boom, you get worlds. Worlds. Love makes the words into worlds. Worlds of manifestation, worlds of preferences. So consider what you're saying and thinking and sharing. Those stories are creative. They're a facet of the diamond of his story, of history. And when we look through a different facet, which is why we're all here to bring our own truth, our own facet, our own unique perspective on this world, we can collect that and put it into our own database. So now we can go into the world and create renewal in our own lives. This is why it's good to have others with you, around you, to talk with, to communicate with, to bounce things off, to express yourself, and to listen to them, to hear what they're saying. This is why it's good to watch this video. Why it's good to watch my videos on my YouTube channel. Am I anyone special? Hell yeah, I'm me. I'm Brian Nesline, the only one there ever will be. And at the same time, I am unique and special and rare, one of a kind. So are you. So are you. Now, what's the difference between us? It is the information we are collecting and using and expressing in the world. We want to make new things with that data. So our past, no biggie. Why? Because it can only get us if we keep embodying it by focusing on it and retelling those crappy stories over and over again. We can let it all go. And the way to let it go is to just look into your past and realize that it's just a set of data, that yourself is not who you really are, that you are this immaculate spiritual awareness looking through your eyes, that you've always been that since you were little. You're a consciousness, an intelligence, the Christ of God in mankind, the Atman from Buddhism that's living inside, the presence, the witness, the watcher, the looker, the you of you, the oh my God, I feel amazingly strange because I'm living inside of this guy's body called Brian. What? I know I'm not myself. I know myself is something I have to move around this world with. Why do I know I'm not myself? Let's look. When I went to look for myself, what did I find? I found a set of data. Born in Connecticut, lived on a certain road, went to a certain elementary school. These are just bits of data and facts in my memory. I am a hard drive of memories, but that's not who I really am. I'm the thing behind that is putting all the data inside of it or letting the data go through. And I'm the one who is assembling it in a new way, like a organic computer system that's alive. We're looking at the AI. This is it. Very advanced version of artificial intelligence. So, where I'm getting to with all of this is, if you want things to be better and feel better and just have change in your personal life, start with the idea that God is love, that God is real, God, source, universe. Accept this one power. And when you know that there is just one power that is flowing into the world to create a variety of things, then you don't have an enemy. You don't have anything that could prevent your manifestations, your ideas, your good works for God, your good works for the world to come to pass. And all you do is you go with the natural things that are coming up for you. For me, I'm a what? I'm somebody who has a past experience of being an artist, graphic designer, salesperson, blah, 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 blah. All of these things combine together to make this unique expression channel in the world through Brian. Now, you are just the same in the way that you have interests that you grew up with, you have experiences that have happened to you, you have a database, a self that you can use to make new things in the world. It's all about walking your own truth, which is really another way of saying use the data that you are given. Play the cards you're dealt, and you'll be a winner every time when you know that there's just one power, God, source, universe, that wants to expand in the universe and use the vehicle called you. So, whoa, it's the concept of knowing that God is one, that there's one power. That's going to free us from any doubt that this energy can move through us. And two, it's your personal self, your unique self, your valuable self that nobody else has, that no one else will ever be. That set of data, that ego, yeah, that is the thing we want to use. We want to mine our set of information and assemble it in a new way, like a puzzle. You're not going to have any problems with this because, oh my God, isn't it just amazing to feel that you're special, you're valuable, you're useful, you're one of a kind. That type of a feeling is immeasurable. You are a good work for God creator. Your interests and your hobbies and your goals are the things to go after. You're uniquely designed to sort of go down that river. You're going to make a difference in the world. You already are. Everything you say and do is already renewal for the universe, for God to experience something different. Yeah, boom, let it all flow. It feels like a health and wellness experience if I've ever known one myself. Take care, enjoy, share the video, subscribe to the channel, be a part of this journey. Yeah. Be a part of the spiritual reality that we are all a part of and living in. Thank you so much. We're living as an organic computer. Let me just say that art imitates life, life imitates art. That concept has been going on for years. Think about Google, how Google works. Think about ads, how personalized ads work. Basically, the things you talk about and the things that we say or think or express in our conversations are being fed back to us as advertisements for products, things that we are interested in or might be interested in based on what we talk about. So in the very same way that Google and Facebook and whoever is feeding us back those ads, at the same time, think about the universe as a giant Google, as a giant advertising agency that is simply rewarding or feeding or giving back or just reflecting like a mirror, reflecting or is going out and accessing from the unlimited data that's available. It's accessing the things we are interested in, and it's accessing the things that we sort of are kind of like curious about, and it is bringing those to our personal experiences. And this is not some kind of conspiracy or anything. It's just Google didn't invent it. It just figured it out. It just sort of understood that that's a way that the universe is rewarding us. That is a way that God, source, universe is able to give us biofeedback. And that's a goody good. The word itself is a living thing. We like to think that words are alive because think about it. Whenever you hear like words hurt people, or if you say something you can't take it back, words are creative. They have substance to them, a materialistic experience, if you think about it. And we can quote the Bible and say like, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God, really. And so we want to be sure that we are using our language to describe and assemble our data in a way that we prefer. Because if we start to attach our emotional experience, our energy, our like in a computer, it saves the data by charging it with a little bit of an electron, right? I'm simplifying, but you understand that's basically how it works. The electricity, the motion of electricity, emotion, is what charges it and causes it to be saved. Saving mankind. What? The Bible is really speaking to us today how to be saved. Oh my God. Save the data called you. Interesting stuff, isn't it? So we want to be sure that we are choosing wisely what we are focusing or what we are search engineing in our conscious mind, in our life. And what we are talking about with others is another way of querying, of searching, of giving that pathway, giving that keyword more weight. Because each time we talk about something, we are sending more of that electrical flow, that emotional flow through it. And it's going to get stronger, more embedded. It's going to start to grow. It grows. Other associations come and get magnetically attached to it. This is where computer systems haven't really gone so much yet, because we are able to create data and put a lot of emotion around it. And when we do that, it creates a bigger field around it. Now, in a regular computer, they're all compartmentalized. So, what's on one data square over here is going to stay separate from the other data square over here. And it needs to be that way, or else, the Microsoft Word file that you wrote to your boss is going to get mixed in with your personal file that you wrote to your child, and you don't want that to happen. But the way it works for us as human beings having a spiritual experience, or the other way around, is that whatever we keep revisiting over and over and over again with our words, the stories we tell over and over, they start to grow as this stronger magnetic field. And what will happen is it'll start to attract other associations that could fit into that. And that's where we sort of are growing organically new concepts, new memories, new future memories into the world. So we'll have an epiphany. We'll be like, oh my God. And that's really just one of these memories that we have, and some associations, enough of them have swam towards it. Doesn't this look familiar? The Immaculate Conception, all of the seeds of new associations are coming into it. Oh, and then boom, a little birth, a little conception, a concept, a new concept is formed. Oh, it's so good. When we look at these types of things, we can be empowered. We can feel more in control. Maybe not in control so much as we can drive a car called us, called our ideas and concepts, towards a destination that we prefer. So it's very important to consider the stories that you retell, the words that you use, and the spirit or the energy that you are putting into it. Like, I'm naturally telling what I would call preference stories or good stories, good concepts that I want to have more and more in the world. I'm feeling like I'm telling those because I can feel the energy, the twinge of the energy, the light of the energy that's going through my words when I'm talking about the things I'm excited about, that I'm happy about, that I'm enjoying. So that's why they say, like, do the things you love, do the things that are joyful, talk about what is joyful, as opposed to like being overjoyed with crappy things that you're angry about. We don't want to spend our emotional energy in that way, because if we do that, then we charge up those crummy ideas, and then they start attracting more bits and pieces of information in our life. Then we start to experience those things in the world more and more. We recognize them more and more, and then we end up acting on them, and that just keeps the loop going. This is really like the cycle of addiction works the same way. The person, has this strong feeling of not being able to face the world and feeling guilty and ashamed, and then they go out and pick up a substance, alcohol or drugs, and then they feel amazing, whoa, and then when they come down again, they have to go back to it because it has been magnified and it has become that magnetic pull, that magnetic expansion. So again, consider the things you talk about. Consider the stories you tell others. If you hear people complaining about stuff and you start complaining about stuff, then you are creating complaint and it's coming back into your life. It's just that simple. You are the one who gets to be responsible, able to respond. Now, if we are caught in a reaction mode where we are still sleepwalking through life, meaning that we just haven't woken up spiritually, woken up knowing that we are a consciousness and awareness, a self-aware person, not just a self-centered person, but a self and an awareness combined. Until we know that, we're going to have trouble. Another way to say it is you've been born again. Religion calls it like that a lot in Christianity. Or you've accepted the Christ is alive, not you. Paul said that in the Bible. Now, a lot of people who are born again, they don't have a clue as to what I'm describing. For them, they think it's just Jesus. But Jesus made it very clear that he is just what you and I are. A person who then can wake up spiritually, be Christed, and then go directly to the Father. You don't need to come to me, Jesus said. Stop worshiping me. He said it. Why do you do that? What? He said, don't worship me. Go to the Father. What? And that I understand because I'm living that experience. It's just that simple. Oh, I had a fun time at the Christian church when I told them that if you've seen me, you've seen the Father. They said, go from our church. And I understood it because until a person is on the meat of the word, as the Bible calls it, the spiritual understanding of their own identity, then they're going to just see things as the world sees it. And it's just, you know what that's like. So be sure to share the concepts, the practices, the words, the collection of words that you want to see magnified. For example, now too, that I said all that about Christianity, let me make another statement, use my words differently. Oh, the Bible says that each day, more and more, people who believe are going to be conformed more and more into the image of the Christ. So even the people who are just baby Christians that are still on the milk of the word or the literal interpretation of it, that are still just haven't really recognized their Christhood, those people are going to continuously be conformed into the image of the Christ. So it doesn't matter, like they're not doing anything wrong by telling me to leave their church and by saying that I'm blasphemous. I get it. I understand they have to do and say that. When I was in 3rd grade math, I thought about addition, subtraction, multiplication. When I got to 7th grade math, I thought about algebra, calculus, and other concepts. So we have to be where we are, but be open to change and grow. Believe the one who has been sent into your present reality. And if you're watching this video, it's not me that was sent, it's the Christ within, the God spark that's in all of us has sent this video back towards your consciousness for you to be able to break out of that cosmic egg and grow. Now, again, this video has all been about knowing that God is the only power, or source, or universe, whatever you want to call it. 2, knowing that your words are creative and that they are being reflected back in experiences, so that you want to use your words, your descriptions, in a way that is enjoyable, a way that is wise, a way that is uplifting, a way that is expanding the goodness in the world. And the last thing I'll leave you with is, please subscribe to this channel. Why? Because there's going to be more videos and they're, going to be a lot of fun, if nothing else. They're going to be high energy, if nothing else. They're going to be interesting and different ways of viewing the world, facets of this diamond called us. I'm here for you to foster spiritual growth, spiritual principles, self-awareness practices, free oracle card readings, pick-a-card readings, a lot of fun in living in this world, this playground of life. Go ahead and hit the like button. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you thought about this video. Let me know what's on your mind. Reflect back with your words. What you write about will expand. Take the opportunity to write in the comments. I'll read them. I will definitely get back to you. Oh yeah, enjoy your day. Enjoy your life. Enjoy using your words to drive your actions and emotions so that you can reflect back to yourself the kind of reality that's expanding, growing, and beautifully uplifting that you prefer.